What's good? You done clicked on the video, so I'm already knowing you with the vibes. So today, we got my brother, that boy Will, talking about this Noel Wells situation. It's past due, it's overdue, but he coming at it from a different angle. He got it set up to where we getting a perspective from white folks. Let's talk. Let's get into it.
All right, y'all. So by now, y'all already know what's going on, man. Nolan went out there with them people, ill-advised, and he never made it back home. And the whole story sound messed up. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is adding up. The kids then deactivated their social medias. Most of them then lawyered up. How the hell you come back without your friend, but you was able to grab his phone and then give it to his parents?
Right.
Another thing is this. Y'all say y'all didn't see the boy since like 3:30, 4:30, but they got people on the boat who saw him as late as 7:30. So it's like none of y'all stories is making up. But this video gonna be basically a compilation of white people telling black folks, say, bro, stop sending your kids over there and letting them be the only black kid over there. Matter of fact, your grown ass don't even need to be the only black person in no all white event, bro.
Hype me up.
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 Nolan well, what in the actual is going on down in Mississippi? So listen, if you got a little time, let me walk you through this, because this shit is wild. I try to stay out of it till you get all the details, but since they're circling the wagons and refusing to help authorities, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on. This picture right here, you will see Nolan and 4 of his friends that went on a boat party on July 4th. Only 4 of them returned without Nolan. His cell phone back to his mother. What the claiming they haven't seen him since 3 p.m. These people right here remember seeing them partying and throwing beer cans and causing a ruckus and starting fights all the way up until 7:30 p.m. You want me to believe a friend of yours that you've known for years goes missing in Mississippi for hours and hours and hours, and you not only don't look for him, but then you go home without him, without calling the cops, and you just bring his phone back to his mom. And then there's this video right here. Did you hear it? There is clearly an argument going on shore where they clearly say, "F you, you're not getting on the boat." No, they didn't have time to call the police or start an investigation right away. They had plenty of time to deactivate all their social media, to mention these little parents are judges, doctors, and other high-ranking members of the community. Let me see if I can play out what exactly happened here. Noah goes out on a boat with 4 of his friends. There is some sort of argument on shore. If a fight ensued, took him back out on the boat. I allegedly believe they did something to him. Then came back to the same spot they were in, partied all the way past 7:30 p.m. Have witnesses saying you were there, remember. Then brought his belongings back to his mom. Look, I hope I'm wrong here, but things aren't adding up. None of it makes sense. None of it adds up to something benign happened. We all need to be saying his name. Even if they didn't, each and every one of them for abandoning their friend, not even searching for him so that they could drink and party the rest of July 4th away. Be careful who you choose for friends. I promise you, the only way a snake can bite you is if it's right next to you.
Damn.
Rest in peace, Nolan.
Hey, bro.
That's crazy, y'all. First off, I was always taught, you leave with this person, you came with that person, whoever it is, I forgot how exactly the saying go, but you leave with that person. Whoever you came with, you leave with that person. That's like code. Ain't no way we leaving this island without this man that we came with. That don't make sense. Another thing, all the eyes that was on that island that witnessed that event and nobody know nothing, talking about sticking to a code.
White folks saying the quiet part out loud, dog. Now look, that go to show you something, man. I was telling a white dude I stay at the pool hall, but I was like, bro, you know what's crazy? When we saw that image with them 4 white boys and it was just him by himself, every black person unanimously said, That man dead, bro. It is what it is. I saw people praying for the best, but we was expecting the worst, dog.
You just looking at that picture, it's just an uncomfortable picture to look at.
It is what it is. It's sad when unanimously we all just ain't nothing good coming out this situation, bro. You might as well brace yourself for impact. We're talking about his mama and his daddy, bro.
They did it. As soon as I saw this picture, first thought of my mind was these kid. It was literally the first thought I had in my head.
Yeah.
I hate you racist pieces of shit. They did find his body, so we'll have to wait and hear what the coroner has to say. But knowing how the cops operate, they'll probably rule it a just like they did that black kid that hung himself with 2 broken legs.
With 2 broke legs.
Yeah, that happened too. That was last year. They claimed a kid with 2 broken legs hung himself.
Damn.
You white supremacists got another thing coming, because you're going to have to deal with people like me.
Hey, man, you know, there are a lot of... There's a video of a white lady who is literally missing an arm. She was driving with her left arm on the steering wheel. Cop passes by and said, "Hey, I saw you talking on your phone." And she was like, "With this one? With this hand?" He said, "I saw you using the phone with your right hand." She ain't got no right hand, and he stuck with his story, bro. The case was thrown out, obviously, but their first nature is to lie. Straight up. It is what it is.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this. He was celebrating.
Hold on, I just want to look up something real fast. When was the last lynching, public lynching? When was the last? Let me type it in. In what year did the last lynching, public lynching, take place? Okay. On March 21st, 1981, 19-year-old Michael Donald was abducted, beaten, and hung in the middle of Alabama by members of United Klans of America. That's in 1981. Then they got here. However, historians and civil rights groups reference the 1998 racially motivated murder of James Byrd Jr. in Jasper, Texas, where he was tied to a truck and dragged. That was in 1998. I'm gonna stick with this, because this was what I was originally thinking. When was the last lynching and what year it took place? Because these people was damn near still alive. In 1981, quick guesstimate, I would have to say that's around 40, 45, 50 years old. But these is our aunties and uncles. At the most, our grandparents. And I'm sure they've had kids by now. Their kids is probably in the age, in their 20s. Come on now, we still living amongst this. It's dangerous out here. Y'all be careful, man.
With his friends for the 4th of July. And there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach. And there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video, he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. And somehow, the conversation is about his behavior. Why wasn't he on the boat? Was he drinking? Was he going from one boat to another? Now, I'm going to give you a scenario. It's kind of morbid, so stick with me, and trigger warning. If I show up dead, washed on a beach, my community of people where I was born are not going to go, well, how was Jake acting? Did he stay where he was supposed to? Did he start an argument with people? No, it's going to go, what the f***? We have someone that would kill people out here? Jake, I love that guy. He plays for the football team. I'm just putting myself in Nolan's shoes. Nolan plays for the team. He's friends with those people. And the conversation is about his behavior. Just so frustrating. Like, racism is still alive and well just in the dialogue.
You heard it from the horse.
Just in the dialogue. As simple as that. I just want this country to do better. And I see a future where we just stop with this and start going like, man, this kid was like his on the 4th of July, he is celebrating with everyone. And he can't even do that. We can do better. We got to do better. Oh, and apparently one of the friends' moms is a local judge. And if you think that will work in Nolan's favor, you clearly don't know anything about the history of young black men in this country.
Entitled white kids. I can just imagine, like, just think about it. Oh, my father's a police, or my mother's a doctor, or my mom's a lawyer, la la la, and just knowing with that they can get away with murder. Like, just entitled.
This isn't going to go anywhere. We have to speak up about it.
Black people, you have got to teach your kids, especially your kids that are hanging out with rich white kids. That is not good. You got to stop letting them hang out with rich white kids. This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened.
Damn, quick story, because I'm reminiscing, y'all. I'm a product of this. My mother sent me to a PWI high school, a predominantly white institutional high school. It was a private school, just to say the least, but I swore growing up I was going to either end up at Carol City. I'm from Miami. Carol City High School, using my granddaddy address, or Northwestern using my grandma address. And clearly my mother had a whole nother vision for my high school career. She didn't want me around no niggas, apparently. But just with that being said, thinking that you putting your kid in a safe environment around these folks, you really might be putting them in harm's way.
The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids. I have an older son. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. But he got into a similar situation. He was fighting with a bunch of rich kids,
White kids.
in North Atlanta, the North Atlanta suburbs, the richest neighborhood in Cherokee County, Georgia. And he was fighting with a bunch of boys over a girl. And lucky for him, he didn't wind up dead. He just wound up locked up for a while. But it could have wound up with him being. And, we as parents, we have to do a better job in informing our children about who they should and shouldn't hang out with, because matters.
That's crazy to think about this, y'all. He got a black child. My man's got a little bit of jungle fever in him. You feel me? But he done went to the dark side and created a black child, right? And for him to not feel comfortable with his child, his mixed child, being around white people, that says a lot.
Color of your skin matters, especially when you're hanging out with a bunch of rich kids that have, doctors and lawyers and judges as parents. You know that your kid is going to either wind up locked up or dead. So my heart goes out to Nolan Wells' family. I really hate that it happened to him, but you gotta protect your children, because white people will kill your children at the drop of a hat. That's just the way it is, especially these entitled little rich white kids. God loves you. I love you.
I just said that.
Yeah, man, especially when you got one child whose daddy is a judge, who knows the law, the legal process.
What you talking about, Will? You said the daddy? I thought it was the mama was the judge.
We already know they scrubbing everything, they're cleaning everything right now, destroying receipts. We already know that dude's dad is a judge, bro. He does this for a living. And then you got one child whose dad is a physician. They got means. They have resources. Anyone doing time in this will only be because the pressure that black people done put on them. But I want to highlight two comments in this video. Even for black women, Tamia Horsford, she was a 40-year-old black woman who died in November 2018 after attending an adult slumber party in Georgia, because I ain't even about to say that, where she was the only black attendee. I remember that. She was all snuggled up, looking all cute and stuff with her white friends. I remember that. They were sitting like on a couch. I remember that picture. I don't know if y'all remember that. Also, let me highlight another one. Hold on. Like I said, honest white people knows how white circle operate. We are not trying to divide the communities. However, when the history comes marching in, we cannot dismiss the pathology of white history towards blacks. Pay attention to this black professor debating Tucker Carlson about why he doesn't want his kids to be around white kids and why we shouldn't trust them. Now, look, I'm going to show y'all something. This is why it's dangerous to be around white people, especially when you're the only black person. It's like they can't control themselves, bro.
Watched that video and I didn't find it funny at all because for one, I'm a black woman. For two, we have a different type of hair texture than any other race in the world. I asked them multiple times, no, please, no, I just got my hair done, please, no. They still proceeded to pick her up, throw her in a pool of water and laugh. And even when I opened up the comments to the video, people were still laughing and excusing the behavior. Well, she shouldn't have went to a pool party. Well, why would you go to the pool party? They discarded anything of them telling her, no, my hair. And this is the same situation. I hate to compare the two because one person just died. But watching the boy who went to Mississippi on that pool party and the cell phone come back and his body didn't come back, it made me think of this video. You're a black person surrounded by people that don't look like you. Right. They don't care about anything going on. They didn't care about their girl hair. She's black. They don't have.
Listen, naturally, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't see none of us at that pool party. Cause if it was me, even if I didn't know the girl, hey, y'all not finna throw her in that pool like that. Playing around or not, listen, I'm fighting for her not to get thrown in that pool.
Black hair. You think they cared about his life? He's a black boy. Oh Lord.
Yeah, so I wanted to highlight that, but look, I got one even worse than that one, bro. Now, in this particular clip, this is what's going on. This family right here is recording a altercation. They don't turn their camera around so that you can actually see it, but you can clearly hear one person sounds like a black person. The rest of them sound like white people.
You can swim down, Remy, you fucking retard. I think I'm the same. How am I gonna get you back home? You don't think I'm on my kids? Don't be worried. Hey, your mom's on my face. Your mom's always worried about you. I think that's why. Your dad's freaking out. I'm looking at you. You okay? Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. I was okay getting over here. They think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim. Good job right now.
You get what I'm saying, bro? Think about it too. And the thing is this, a lot of y'all say y'all got white friends and all that kind of stuff, which is cool if that's what you want to consider them. But you know, had that been me and my family in the position of these white people, I'd have been like, say, bro, you good over there, dog?
Bro.
What's up?
That's
What's you straight?
We're gonna look out.
It would have been an intervention, bro. Like, there's no way I'm gonna sit there and watch these people try to coerce him into swimming when he knows well he can't.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that just in the situation with the girl at the pool party. And then, not the trip about it. Yeah, they went and rescued the man, but damn, put him up on a boat. I don't know where y'all at, but it looked like alligators might be out there. It looked like snakes or anaconda or something might pop out. Man, put him on a surfboard with y'all. Y'all still got that man in the water like that.
Can't swim. That's what type of man I am, bro. Like a lot of black folks, dog, we get a bad rep. But man, when we see something going down that don't sit right in our soul, our spirit, dog, we oftentimes intervene. Just like those two brothers who basically barricaded this suspected vehicle that they thought was involved in a human trafficking crime. They barricaded it in, just so happened to find a little girl in there that had been missing because they intervened. I don't know if no other race of people would have did that. I'm not going to say y'all wouldn't have, but man, I hear oftentimes black people doing that, bro. Like, we ain't going to sit up there and just watch it and mind our own business. That's the one time black folks ain't minding their business. Yeah. And this is like one of the few instances where I would say white people do mind their business. Because let you be jogging in their neighborhood and they don't like it. They're calling the cops, the white ones.
Hold on, before I forget, because I got receipts too. I was watching this YouTube video not too long ago. That's crazy. And it goes exactly up with what we got going on.
Because white people.
Hold on, hold on. Little technical difficulties. Let me get there. Yeah, check this out. I'm gonna skim through it. I'm not gonna play this whole video. Y'all see the title if y'all want to check it out yourself. But drunk redneck chimped out.
Bro, I wouldn't say that
Oh shit, what I did.
name right here. Kamala 2028. One of these old rednecks drown you. That's on you. Good luck.
They think it's gonna come and take their hit.
That's some white girl's fucking kryptonite.
That's
Are you ready for this?
we got these boys at work.
Thanks for the help.
Alright, so basically this black boy just trolling these white people. And the only reason why I feel like he's safe is because he probably do got a so-called one, I don't know, he probably got a friend. Some of them are probably really his friends. I can't really guarantee that. But the camera as well. It's a camera in this situation. And I believe that's what saved him for real. Because without that, in a Noel situation where they out there on that island, no service, your cell phones and everything is cut off. Come on now, dangerous living. But let me just skim through this video for y'all real fast.
You need my help for, yo? Go, work. Oh, you grabbed my bag? Thank you. I was gonna grab that. Appreciate you, gang. Oh, you trying to act hard for the camera?
Hands are soft.
Oh, these he drops shit like it's stolen, so it's different for me.
I know, you guys are kind of crazy.
What do you mean, you guys? I'm like Allstate. If you with me, you in good hands. Wait, y'all putting on sunscreen?
Yeah. Do you burn?
I never have been.
You probably will today.
Put it on my chest. Ooh, it's cold.
2, 4. See in my picture. No,
We'll send you postcards. I know Debbie wants to glance at you some more.
I do. When I'm alone at home tonight.
Oh,
I can't.
But man, it's just out there trolling.
Wait, where they get this cut up? This is not a Hellcat, buddy.
Let me get into the part that I want y'all to see. I don't want to hold y'all here too long. Like I said, y'all see the link. If y'all want to go click on it, y'all so. But basically, this man got on somebody's boat.
If you want to see that shit, let a nigga know, bro. I feel good over here, yo. Yes, sir. Take your face so welcome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does.
Yes, sir.
So from him getting on these people's boat, oh, it's consequences to that.
You might know
Don't touch me, though. Okay.
You're good. We got you. We ain't gonna let nothing happen. I promise you.
And we ain't gonna let nothing happen, I promise you. Come on now, why would you even have verbiage or just talk in that manner in a situation like this? If we out here just supposed to be on the water and having a good time.
I want to hold the camera.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
EBC's, my shit not that big.
it's bigger than mine.
Hold on, I'm trying to just get y'all to the encounter. Here it is, right?
They think.
Yeah.
This will be the last part. Oh, my camera off. Hold up. I'm back. This will be the last part I show y'all. Like I said, y'all see the link if y'all want to go watch
I'm
it.
getting ready to take that one and that one too. I want to try wood, but I'm not going to.
Oh, if you want it, if I want it.
Well, they know that. All y'all know that.
Like the Terminator, you do what you want.
Oh, 100%. But listen. Where did I go wrong? Let me know. You exposed a scenario where you took advantage of a security.
So cheating over there that I'm talking to her.
Yes, it was very apparent. But let me know who's cheating. There's no cheater, dude. Let's talk about cheating.
Oh.
Why would you even say cheating? Now you're gonna burst me in there like, what the fuck? You talking about cheating? You're taking advantage of somebody and getting all on the boat. Can I get on you?
Well, no, I asked. They said, yeah, it wasn't no thing.
You know why? They said, yeah, because
I'm black.
don't use that excuse again. You know black eye, right? No, my best friend's black. My best friend is Jason Johnson. Don't you use race card on. Are you ready for this? My best friend.
That's.
You just said,
That's.
I'm not your fucking cheat on. My best friend's black. You're black. My best friend. You
Alright, and I'ma just leave it at that, y'all. I'ma just leave it at that, man. And just that fast, a situation can turn upside down for this brother. back to the original video.
Well, wait as long as it takes. You hear me though? Wait as long as it takes to snake you out. So when you're the only black indigenous one in the whole entire group, and all your friends are the white team.
Well, I would say
to bring clarity, because I forgot
takes
what you was talking about.
Well, I would say white people do mind their business, because let you be jogging in their neighborhood and they don't like it. They're calling the cops, the white ones.
For racist white people, well, wait as long as it takes. You hear me though? Wait as long as it takes to snake you out. So when you're the only black indigenous one in the whole entire group, and all your friends are the white team. Hey, that's not a safe thing. It's really not. And let me tell you something, with having fair skin and being the only one that looks like myself in a group full of people that are indigenous and melanated, I've never felt threatened, not once. You hear me? You know how many times I felt threatened or felt like I had to worry about anything? Zero. Because the black indigenous people do not do that snake. Yes, there is something to do that do those shit, whatever. That's in every race. But like I said, they're not gonna befriend you. If you wanted them, you wanted them. If you in, you in. Now these white people in the case of Nolan Wells, right here, these white people in the case of Nolan Wells, how is it the only one that goes missing is the melanated man? The melanated young brother. How is he the only one that goes missing? Nobody knows anything? Nah, you white team know exactly what happened to him. Y'all know what the fuck y'all did. Y'all some real big cowards. Like I said, don't surround yourself with all white people if you're the only one of darker skin, you hear me? Because a lot of times they really envy you. A lot of times they really just want to hurt you, and they'll lie in wait however long it takes for years. Like I said, these aren't just outright racists. These are undercover racists.
Sleeper cell.
Them just as well. All you racists. And we're going to get answers and figure out what happened to this young brother. This is up. Racist.
Hey man, look, this comment says, I'm in Canada. A friend of mine from Barbados was asked to go on a hunting trip. You don't never go on no hunting trip with white folks, bro. I'm telling you, dog. You don't do that.
You don't turn
That's
into the game.
A shooting accident. He crossed my line of fire, bro. Like that, they can win that all the time, bro. Don't go rabbit hunting, nothing like that. When you got to get on the ground, you're cooked. He was going to go on a hunting trip with about 3 of his white coworkers. A white lady in the office said, don't go because those guys do not like black people.
Damn.
He was shocked because they were so nice to him. I know black people to this day who will still probably go on that hunting trip against their better judgment. It's crazy work, bro. Someone in the comments said, and we are the exact opposite, yet are blamed for everything that goes wrong. We advocate for most people, yet we are seen as a problem by many. You really can't win in this life. God will settle the score eventually. Yeah, man, this is crazy. I worked with a white dude that bragged about his granddaddy black people on the Mississippi River back in the old days in New Orleans, man. You know, nobody was checking for him, no way. Black people are second-class citizens and stuff. He said you catch one of them slacking off, leaning over the railing. He'll come grab him by the ankles and just flip him overboard. Damn. Yeah, he bragged about his granddaddy doing that. He used to laugh about that over dinner.
I want to talk to y'all about Nolan.
Real fast before we get into the next clip. It's not in black people's nature to torture or to even get to the point of killing a white person if he was the minority in a group. I feel like, because we see these stories, we see these clips all the time, like, damn, bro, you welcome to the picnic. He's that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're welcome to the picnic. Like, just with that being said, black people is way more welcoming and warming to white people in a majority black situation. It's crazy that it's sad that it's not the opposite way around. The opposite way around, you gotta fear for your life in a sense. You know, that white person may have to go through a little bit of hazing, you get what I'm saying? But that's just part of it. At the end of the day, if it was to really go down, oh yeah, you safe.
Nolan Wells. But before I do that, I want to note that Nolan's mom does follow me. And in the event that she or other family members come across this video, please keep the comments respectful and in line with uplifting a family who just tragically lost their son. If there's any kind of nasty comments, racist comments, conspiracy theory type comments, my comment section is not the place for that. You will be blocked. This is someone's real life, okay? This is someone's son. This is not a fodder for content. This should not have been Nolan Wells last summer. Nolan Wells was someone's baby. He was 18 years old, set to turn 19 next month, set to go back to playing football at his local community college. He was very well liked. He got along with everybody. He was radiant. He was a leader. And he went out with 3 friends. They went out to an island. His 3 friends returned to the mainland without him. And all 3 of those friends are white. And I know that when I say that, there are white people watching this who are immediately going to say, well, we don't know what happened. And y'all, this is the difference. If the situations were reversed, if the circumstances were reversed, and it was 3 black boys who took a white boy out, and the 3 black boys came back and the white boy did not, it wouldn't matter that they didn't know what happened. Those 3 black boys would have been in handcuffs. Those 3 black boys would still be in questioning to this day. I can see the Fox News headline now, right? They would have used it as proof. See, we told you black people were dangerous. We told you black people were bad. I've seen no such headline on Fox News about this. Have you? Even though, you know, we know that white men are overwhelmingly responsible for situations of mass violence across the US. And I'm not saying every white guy, right? I'm not saying that. Here's the thing. Acknowledging that black people are in danger in this country, often at the hands of white people, often at the hands of white police officers, acknowledging that reality, because it is a reality, right? It's not a theory. It is evidenced by so much data and history and lived experience. Acknowledging that reality as a white person does not make you inherently dangerous, but refusing to acknowledge it does. We have to be able to recognize the double standard before we can do something about that. And genuinely, because I know there's people with all kinds of belief systems who follow me, I want you to sit with that. What would you think if you saw 3 black boys had taken a white boy out and the white boy didn't return? What would you honestly think? Throughout history, our criminal justice system has never waited to wait and find out what happens when it comes to incarcerating black people or punishing black people for crimes they didn't commit, or even killing black people for crimes that they did not commit. That is just the truth. And that is all I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, man, dog. She said a lot right there, but she ain't lying, bro. Yeah. If the shoes were on the other foot, if the roles were reversed, first of all, ain't no black dudes finna do that. They know they going to jail. Boy, a white boy don't come back from the woods, from the water. Man, we gotta find this dude, bro. They would have started their own rescue team, bro. They own search and rescue, bro. Before the laws was even called, hey, bro, we gotta find him because you know what they gonna say. Yes, you know what them people gonna say about us, dog. We cooked if we don't find them, dog. Alive, straight up. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the video, man. Listen, if you got children and they go to schools where they're one of the only ones that look like them there, bro, you got to keep a watchful eye out over them, man. You got to make sure that they know what's what. You got to prepare them mentally for what's going to happen to them. The jokes, the invites that probably ain't going to lead to nothing. Man, you just got to teach them the rules of engagement when dealing with these type of people, man. I'm dead serious, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Yeah, we did,
rest in peace to Nolan, and I hope he gets justice.
Appreciate that, brother. Hey, but real talk, cause I'm gonna close it out too, but I'm gonna close it out with this story I remember from high school, right? I'm in the back of the classroom, and this was during the time when Bush was running for president. And of course, you know, I'm against Bush. It's probably like classroom full of white kids. Like I went to a private school for high school. And it's probably like 3 of us black in the class. But I'm in the back of the class, and I remember I said something on why we shouldn't vote for Bush. Man, when I tell you them white kids turned around, abrupted, like, looked at me when I felt like, damn, okay, yeah, I'm in this bit by myself. Felt like, I think that was my first time feeling racism, like, yeah, it's a real thing, man. But I appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far in the video, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not subbed already. All that good stuff, man. And until next time, holla.